Good morning, SDA juniors. Hope you guys are doing well and that you guys have had a great week so far. I'm sure you guys are very excited for the weekend. So obviously today we're just going to have a quick recap as to what we did last week. We've got 3 questions for today. So these questions are: what is power? Why do we need power for our sport? And how can we improve our power? And at the end, we have a little bit of homework, so just what is required for you guys to do for us for next week. Quick recap. So last week we spoke about speed, and our 3 questions last week was what is speed? So remember, speed is the ability to move rapidly on the ground, so like sprinting, or being able to move a limb rapidly, so a body part rapidly, to grab and or to throw something. So then we had another question, which was, why is speed important for our sport? So remember, we spoke about it decreases the amount of risk that we can be exposed to injury-wise, especially when we are traveling at max speed or our max velocity. Okay. Then a lot of sports, we need to be able to sprint more than once throughout our sport, or throughout the game, or throughout the match. So being able to do that is extremely important. So we talk about our repeated sprint ability. And then we look at improving our acceleration. Okay, so going from a dead standstill to going to as fast as you possibly can. Then we looked at how can we improve our speed. So we looked at specific training, so speed-based training, how to make it more difficult, so we progressively overload it. We make sure that the program is consistent, that we stick to the speed programming, and at the end we talk about recovery. Okay, very, very important. So this week we talk about power. So what is power? Power is defined as the amount of force that a person can produce in the fastest time possible. Okay, so power is the combination of strength and speed. So remember, we're talking about force, we're talking about strength, we're talking about fast or velocity, we're talking about speed, okay, how quickly. Okay, so if you want to be a really powerful athlete, you need to find the balance between your strength and your speed. So you need to be strong and you need to be fast in order to be powerful. Okay, so if you look at this athlete here in this picture, he's picking up this really heavy weight, so he needs strength. Okay, he's trying to pick up the weight to get it as high as he possibly can, so to that position there. So he needs to do that really quickly. Okay, so again we've got that combination of strength and the combination of speed. Then he needs to get under the bar as quickly as possible. So again we're looking at the speed component, and from this position he'll just stand up, so that's an overhead squat. So he'll just stand up from his squatting position, which requires a lot of strength. Okay, so again, power is the perfect combination between speed and strength. Now, why do you need power for your sports? So because power is a combination between strength and speed, we need both of those, right, for our sport. We need strength and we need speed. If we've got strength and we've got speed, this means we're going to have power. And most sports will require a power movement in order to have a quick reaction, right? In order to jump really high, in order to accelerate really quickly, or in order to tackle someone really quickly and really hard. These are all different components in our sport that need power. Okay, so now we're looking at, again, it reduces the amount of risk for injury, especially in power-based sport, like a contact sport. If you're looking at American football, if you're looking at rugby, okay, and there is a direct translation into speed work. Okay, so if you're powerful, chances are you'll be able to develop speed quite well. Now, how can we improve our power? Again, guys, it's exactly the same as how we would anything else. Okay, we go through our specific training. We're working on the correct muscle fibers and we're working on the correct energy systems. Then we're making it more difficult. We're progressively overloading our power program. Okay, we are consistently working. So we're sticking to the program and we're working on our power components. Then while we're doing this, we are recovering to the best of our ability. So we make sure our nutrition is good, we're sleeping well, we're doing our mobility, our stretching, our foam rolling, and we're drinking our fluids. Okay. Now for next week, what I'm going to do is I've given you guys a practical session that I want you to do. So I want you guys just to complete the workout. And then I want you guys to go and find examples of what power movements there are. There are tons of different power movements. I want you guys to give a few examples of a power movement. Hope you guys have a great weekend and I look forward to seeing your work. Good luck.